Welcome, my beautiful people. I love you all so much. Welcome to the reading. I want this to be a personal reading for everyone in this collective. So Holy Spirit, please flow through me. Please guide my words. Please guide my hands, and let's do it together. Shuffle! How's your guys' day been? Thank you for all the love and support lately. Thank you for the new subscribers, and welcome to the chat. Welcome to the reading. Welcome to the collective. You know, it's like like I'm part of the chat too. The Holy Spirit's the speaker. Yes. Whoever's watching this, you are the Empress of Blossoms. You are the Empress of blossoming, the you know, regardless of gender, the royalty of blossoming, right? You are meant to blossom. You are meant to grow. And your shadow is doing it with you as well. Your shadow is helping you blossom. Isn't that a funny thing? It's like when we think of flowers blossoming, we think of sunlight, right? Sometimes it's your shadow that makes you blossom. Almost most of the time it is, you could say. So, you know, that shadow within you, let it help you blossom. Let it help you understand things. It's not there to hurt you. It's there to, you know, kind of say, hey, we could do this better. We should do it. Like, you know, it's like it's a helping hand for you to blossom, that shadow. It's a helping hand, like the Pokemon move, for you to blossom. Cool. And like, it's a small world. It's a small world. It's like, you know, it's small, but it's magical. Like, I'm thinking of like the Disneyland ride. It's like, it's magical. Like, there's so much going on in this picture, you could say, and that's like God talking about this planet. There's so much going on. There's so many like beautiful miracles happening. And like, you know, don't think of the foul trolls, right? Like, don't think of, you know, how do I say this? Like, what you've experienced in the past or as a kid that kind of like, you know, has like scarred you, you could say. Like, I've helped many people that I love get over, you could say, their past, even like their past life scars without them even realizing it, but most of all, they're like childhood scars. Because you need to let go of that pain. You need to let go of the thought of there being like foul people, like trolling people out there. And like, you know, you only see that on like Instagram, right, or like Twitter, of people just like belittling each other in the comments over and over again, right? It's like, you know, don't let that be the view of your world. Don't let the foul trolls be the view of your world. Let your shadow tell you the light is always there when you have love in your heart. Your shadow would tell you that. Isn't that a cool thing? It's like, you know, I'm getting like sage mode. Like, I'm on a part of the original Naruto, just rewatching it, of Naruto like first summoning Gamabunta. And it's like, you know, he doesn't realize that you could say like that is like the start of his journey all the way to sage mode, like, you know, becoming a sage of blossoming, becoming a sage that can sense danger, confirmation for it coming, that can really like, you know, sense the danger and stay away from it, you know, like choosing their battles. But when they're in battle, they have like, you know, full danger sense. So, you know, when there are people around you that like kind of take your energy like almost passively, pop on the thing, it's like you can kind of pick up on that and like be able to like keep your vibration by being yourself, right? It's like keeping your vibration, keeping your energy is being yourself. And sometimes there are people that take you out of being yourself without you even realizing it until the conversation is over, until like the interaction has stopped. And you know, it's not a hateful thing, right? It just happens naturally. It's like you become the version of the one that they know, even if like you've like evolved so much in the past year or month or even week. You know, it's like sometimes that happens to where you evolve so much, and then someone's perspective of you that they've always had kind of has to like bring you back into that like unevolved state. But you know, again, like the biggest thing that I've been told by God, you could say, is, you know, carry those people as torches, so that one, you're not like, you know, you don't feel like they're putting your flame out. If anything, whenever they talk to you, you're like giving them flame, and like because of you doing that, God is making your flame brighter and like, you know, burn like hotter, you could say. Heck yes. And that is like exactly what I'm getting here, like you can see what I mean. It's like you could think of like each of those flares as like a good deed of, you know, helping someone evolve, helping someone feel good, helping someone have that fervor for life, that flame inside of them again, like, you know, allowing the Holy Spirit to wake up within them. A car drove by, like, right when I said that, got a little car message. We call those car messages here. You know, we have, like, comment down below what you have, not only as, like, revelations with God, but as, you know, like, before, some people have, like, you know, how do I say this, like, their flame isn't as much as this. You know, you can see the difference, right? But you can see the potential, like you can see the color in the background. It's like this one is like brighter because of all that light. This one is still in the shadows, but still has those same, you could say, capacity to hold that flame around them, like angels' wings, like an archangel's wings. Like that's what I'm getting there. Like maybe someone's an archangel watching this, you know, just in human form that just forgot. You know, I think that's like a lot of us right now, to be honest with you. It's like, how do I say this? We're like taming the inner beast. You know, I'm thinking of like Hashirama from Naruto, like wood style, like, you know, it just literally just captures a tailed beast like it's nothing. You know, it's like he subjugated all the Jinchuriki, not all the Jinchuriki, all the tailed beasts into, you know, you could say like helping humans. And it reminds me a lot of Christ, you know, it's like Christ within us is helping us tame the beast inside of us, like the animal version of us inside of us, so that we can become this like beautiful Empress of Blossoms that has like, you know, wings of the Holy Spirit, you could say. And like those wings can hold flame. Like some, you know, some people's wings are like still dark, but when they do something like beautiful in heaven, that flame like erupts in light. And it's like that light kind of like passively guides you and passively keeps you going. And again, like some people don't have that light, so don't see someone without, you know, the flame in their wings as like an evil person. Like give them flame. Give them flames for their wings to awaken. And I mean that by like, you know, whenever you like have to talk to somebody, make sure they're like, I have never heard someone say that before. Or like, whoa, like I really see what you mean, that's pretty cool. And then you can, you know, it doesn't have to be, like don't get sucked back into the mindset of, you know, just being like a tiny like maid of God, you could say. It's like be the one that, like be the vessel of God instead. God would rather you be a vessel of his than you just be like, you know, the ultimate servant or ultimate warrior. He would much rather you be a vessel. Like perfect. Awesome. Super cool. So like in order, right? In order that I saw these cards, it's like this. You know, it's like this is like truly being a vessel for God, is merging your light and shadow together. And again, we've seen this card before, of like, you know, again, it first looks like you're being like given like a shard, and that's like a shard of the Spirit of God, and then that shard turns into your very own sword, like your very own enchanted sword of the Spirit, right? And when you do that, you kind of like have this like cloud castle in the sky of vibrations in your everyday life that you don't like realize just how high up you are. Like just how like, you know, like other beings, when like, you know, like other beings, angels you could say, when they see you and your angel, they're like, whoa, like that one is from way up, like way up there, you know. So you like, you know, be in gratitude about how much you've awakened, about how much you are able to help people, to take them out of this like literal whirlpool of darkness, like war pool. That's what I'm hearing too. It's like some people go to war with themselves and others every single day and don't realize it. And you know, we've heard, you know, every 17 seconds, if you have a thought, it will chain reaction, you know, for like your subconscious, right? So you have like more of those thoughts. So if you don't understand that and you have bad thoughts all day about yourself and others, it's really going to create this literal anchor, this anchor of grief, you could say, this anchor of like, you know, like you feeling unloved because like you're fighting everyone around you and you're even fighting within yourself, you know. It's like, don't let that happen. Like make sure to pull yourself out of that typhoon sometimes, like full on. You know, it's like take a bath, go outside and just like breathe, like, you know, shut your mind off for like 30 minutes, go into the silence for 30 minutes with your eyes closed and let any voices in your head, stop, or also start chaining those good thoughts every 17 seconds. Yes, like emergency teleport yourself out of that typhoon by meditating and chaining good thoughts. Like chain linking good thoughts. And 17 seconds is the sweet spot. So I hope a lot of people see this and start doing that, because it's saved my ass from a lot of times where I didn't realize it was like me, like maybe like a lower version of myself trying to like live in the higher version of yourself. Like my nose itched right when I said that. Sky Striker airspace, like you get what I'm saying? It's like you're flying, and sometimes you like fall low enough even though you were like so high, and you start like kind of like lowering vibration, and this version of you that like you surpassed as like a ceiling starts like, it sees you and it's like, oh, I can get there, all right, now I'm gonna take over it. But it's like it doesn't realize how like outclassed it is, so it's like you like your two inner voices are clashing. So like make sure you're the one to like break away from that again, because if you let that voice in you like dwell for too long, you're going to, as we can see in this card, it's like you're high up, right? And then you just start going straight down, because it's like, you're like budding wings, and it's like you're going down instead of up. So it's like, make sure you leave the part of you behind that is like the lower version of you. And we all know what that is. That's like, what an ego death really is. You're just leaving behind the lower version of you, the lower vibration version of you. It's like think about like red to purple, right? It's like those vibrate, like, leave the red version of you to be in the green version of you, even if you have to like be strong in the yellow version of you at first to like break away from that and not just want, sex, money, and like, like stimulation, you could say. Like do things that genuinely bring you into a state of like feeling strong, like getting good workouts in, good exercises in, and once you're in that, you'll like be in joy about everything. You'll be in the green about everything. And once you do that enough and leave the red version of you behind, you stay blue. Like you stay that light blue, and the more you stay light blue by doing all those things, you truly become purple. To like go through the chart with you guys, right? Like the Holy Spirit's really like, really coming through with that, you could say. Yeah, it's like that's what we were sent here to like imagine into words. Like that's what I'm getting. Imagining that into words, it's like, the light is coming down by that kind of realization. And again, merge, you like pick your shadow self up. Like let the light, let the highest version of you pick you as a shadow up, in both of, like, instead of you clashing with your lower self, you're working with your higher self. Because like once you get high enough, it's like that highest self doesn't have to worry about, the old traits that you had as your lower self, so you guys can actually work together so that you can fly together and then eventually become one, right? Like that's like the real goal of your highest self, is to have a version of you that it can actually work with, and not just, like butt in sometimes and help and then leaves because it knows that like you're not ready yet, right? So it's like, do more things that keep you in a state where your highest self can actually help you all the time. Like do things that your highest self would do here. Like if across all time and space, if it would like just teleport it here, and this is what it would do. This is exactly what it would do. Miracle fertilizer comes out. It also wouldn't let you be this greedy goblin. Again, like we've heard like ego goblin before, but it's like, like greed. It's like how much you want. Because like your highest self is like the highest version of you that has everything it could ever want, blessed upon it by God, right? So you could also see everything you have right now, everything you've ever wanted, blessed upon you by God. And do you want more? God will help you if you do. Like it's okay to want more, but your highest self won't let you turn into this because it knows the dangers of it. It knows the dangers of wanting too much, like too fast, at all at once, and that's what kind of gets you into this like pig state, you could say. Like yes, like that is like heaven, like cleaning house right there about one. Like really cleaning it up. Like I just dropped my my tea, and it's like if I had tea in there, it would have been all over the floor and sticky. So like I'm glad I didn't have tea. I'm glad I didn't have any tea in there. Like sometimes you can be glad you don't have things because it's like, you know, I'd be cleaning up the sticky mess right now. And like see that version of me cleaning it up. So sometimes it's good that you don't have everything you know, like you need or want even. More want, you could say. It's like everything you need is important, but everything you want, it's like, you know, if I wanted more tea, and I like, you know, if earlier like I did want more tea, and if I got another one, and I knocked that full thing over, not only would I have lost that like experience of drinking tea, but like a huge mess on the floor. So it's like you can be grateful for even the things that you don't have. You know, it's like that's what the chase is all about. That's what the journey is all about. It's like, you know, it's like what if you have everything right now? And then you're okay, like I've done everything, I might get bored. Like, uh-oh. That's like really picking up your shadow self there, because like your shadow self may want it all. And it's like, you know, we can work so hard that we have everything very fast. But, you know, the journey is acquiring everything that you've ever wanted in good time, in due time, to where it's like, you know, how do I say this? Like leveling up in a game, right? Sometimes it's better to do the side quest to get more experience and to get more like, you know, intermediate gear than just blasting through the main story every single day, because that's why you beat the game too quick. Like, you know, they're making me touch my third eye there, like you see it, like you're beating the game too quick, you know? Like you are beating the game too quick. And I think that we could all say that about ourselves. It's like, you know, how much do we want to evolve? How much do we want? Like we shouldn't become these like gerbils that just like feed ourselves, you could say, right? That just feed ourselves 100 different things, you know, all the time. But again, because that would be like in the red. That would be being in the red, you know? It's like that would be being kind of just like overstimulating yourself all the time. But if you, like say you are like creating things all the time, you know, like you're creating books, you're creating music, songs, important video, like important messages, stuff like that. And you like, you know, like make yourself some chips in between, or like, you know, even like smoke a joint or something, or take a bath. You're not like, you know, you're not being someone that is just like overstimulating. You're like stimulating yourself so that you can work even harder and be in a good mind state when you're working hard. You know, it's like 9-to-5 jobs in sales, stuff like that. Like I'm in sales. It's kind of the opposite of, you know, like how do I say this? You know, you are, like you're just speaking to people. But in a job where you have to kind of be like locked in 24/7, you know, it's like you'd rather be in a healthy mind state, right? You'd rather be, you know, how do I say this? Like in a clear mind state. In a clear mind state. So it kind of depends on the day of how much you should, you know, like go full force. And you know, you will have reinforcements at every turn. That's what like God is saying. Like you will have reinforcements no matter what. So if you like exert all your energy in one day, you know, doing crazy things and working, do not think that you will not, you know, have, you could say, more energy, more spirit the next day when like you want to create and you want to, you know, have fun. It's all about what you expect, you could say. It's all about what you know, what you expect in the day. So Holy Spirit, let's I did want this to be a personal reading. You know, I kind of like, you know, the Holy Spirit really just flows through me most of these messages of just like explaining and speaking about certain things, but cool. How do I say this? You know, it's let me do a little. Alright, full hand. Yes. Cool. So like, you know, get rid of like the ant version of yourself. That is just like, you know, doing one thing after another, you know, it's like not enjoying the experience. It's like you should be a being like this. You should be, you know, like this beautiful shadow light being that isn't just this, you know, this ant that just wants to evolve all the time. Like the Ant King from Solo Leveling. Hercules base. It's like be a hero. be a hero. It's like we're all in like this like holy grail war, and I think it's really fun. Shark Cannon, that is awesome. Sky Striker Mecha Shark Cannon. It's like, you know, we are these warriors that, how do I say this? You know, it's like, get rid of, like, don't let people be sharks in your life. Like, you know, Shark Tank, where it's just like full on like, oh yeah, good idea, but like I don't like this about it, so I'm out. It's like I don't, you know, you don't have this about you, so I'm out. People will like do that over all across, you know, social media and like anywhere where it's like the platform is all about just like putting stuff about yourself, you could say. So it's like if you're on something like that, don't let people be sharks about you. Of like, you don't like, you know, you're not like this, so I'm gonna comment something that like, you know, hurts you. It's like I've seen that happen a million times, especially on the things where people are actually being themselves, you know. So don't let those people get to you. The Holy Spirit is always at your back, flying with you. Eagle booster, we've seen that before. So Holy Spirit, please give us one more card for the end of this reading, and thank you for speaking through me. Thank you for bringing the right people to these messages, and I'm having so much fun. Like, I love this. Yeah. It's like, you know, even if you're this like jackalope, right? I heard two more. Yes. It's like, you know, be this warrior. It's like a ram kind of thing, you know. It's like I know it's not a ram, but it's like that's what I'm hearing, like the lambs and the rams of heaven. You could say it's like some of God's children here are lambs, some are rams that protect everyone. And Christ is like sending forth those rams to butt heads with egos, right? To be this like storm of light in the darkness that just obliterates like people's foundations of ego. It's like this is like we're like, you know, breaking through the portal. Like we were sent here by the light, so much so that everywhere we go, we're like one with it, even in the shadows. It's like, you know, always behind us, like the eagle booster that we saw. It's like this Holy Spirit is always behind us. So use every talent that you have to be cool, to be someone that people can love, and someone that is kind, most of all. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I appreciate all of it. I will see you in the next reading.